Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Fighting Cup with Hakamo. That is going to be the featured Pokemon here. We're also going to be pairing it up with Heracross and Toxicroak, because you already know, Fighting is my favorite type, Poison is my second favorite type, so Toxicroak is absolutely going to be on the team. Now, something about Hakamo that I'm going to tell you really quick right now, so you can save yourself some Stardust if you haven't made one already, is not the fact that it's not good. Oh, it's absolutely amazing for this cup, so yes, you can go ahead and make that, but you don't really need a secondary move. Yeah, we got Cross Chop, or not Cross Chop, Brick Break, and that's garbage, and you don't need it. There's no Fairy, there's no Steel, so you're going to be better off just going with the Dragon Claw and Dragon Tail. I mean, you're always going to want Dragon Tail for your quick move. So yeah, Hakamo, absolutely amazing. Love this thing, don't need a secondary move, and as simple as that, all right? If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up, folks. I am excited for this Fighting Cup because, well, I love fighting, and I had a blast, and whoa. I had 6 sets today, and I do believe, we got 2 5-0s, in which we're going to have another video. So look forward to that. Make sure you got notifications on. And then it was just like 5-0 again, 4-1, 3-2. We were on freaking fire. We had control of these fighters. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop right into this. We're met with a mirror match Heracross here. I'm going to be making a swap here. Now, I don't really do that too much in the beginning. And for the Fighting Cup, I don't recommend swapping out too much unless you feel comfortable. Something that is safe to swap in, I will say, is going to be Heracross and Toxicroak. Sneasler and Hisuian Sneasel. Those are going to be the safe swap ins. Well, if you got Buzzle, then that's also going to be a good safe swap, because anything that's resisting counter, I mean, you're going to be great. Also, they're going to be amazing as leads too. And something that I'm going to tell you right now, just to give yourself a bit of an advantage going into this Fighting Cup, don't lead with anything that's weak to fighting, like Scrafty or Beware or something like that. If you have a strategy, you do what you got to do. I'm just giving you the heads up. Alright, so the reason why Hakamo is so good is because it has Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, and there's nothing that's resisting it. It's not going to be resisting counter or fighting itself as the dragon typing, but it doesn't really matter. It is still pretty good and bulky, and it can take a hit to some degree here, of course. This is going to be a great matchup with the Heracross. We do actually have to look out for Fire Punch, and they hit me with a Power Up Punch. I found that to be a reoccurring thing here for the Fighting Cup. A lot more Power Up Punches on the Hitmonchan, I would assume, to bait, also just to do more damage. So we will let this one go. I'm expecting, yeah, Ice or Fire Punch, and they're going to be hitting me with an Ice. Now, this is not a bad situation. We're going to be able to start off our energy. Now, having Toxicroak and Heracross on the team is absolutely freaking phenomenal. I'm going to tell you, it was just great. Having 2 Pokemon that can resist fighting is going to be an amazing thing for you. If you want to go with 3 resisting fighting, I mean, that's going to be great, but you're also going to have to look out for same weaknesses, right? Throw with Zen Headbutt. Went up against it. We're going to see it. Not impressed. It is a decent thing to have. Or Combuskin with Peck or something like that. That's also going to be good. But anyways, Toxicroak putting in that work here. Hey, if you do enjoy the tips and the videos, folks, I said it already, I'll say it again. Give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. Farming down the Toxicroak with our Toxicroak and taking the win next battle. Full commentary. Let's go. So we're met with a Toxicroak. This is, I'm going to have to say we're at a little bit of a disadvantage for this matchup. Yeah, because they're going to be able to hit me with the Sludge Bomb now. We will let that go. Calling the Mud Bomb seemed a little bit early. It's not very effective, but it is adding up here. And we're getting a shield from them. They can't really counter us down at this point, and I feel like I should just go for close combat, but it doesn't look like we're even able to get there anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and let this go. And what we want to do is bring in Hakamo and start farming down here. Can we take them out? Beautiful. That Dragon Tail. Since we've already gotten a shield, I mean, once you start building up energy, if you lose the lead, it doesn't really matter. Look at this freaking Fighting Cup. So they're letting that go. We bring in the Toxicroak since we do resist everything. I think we may shield this up. Yeah, just so we can hold on to our health. And they do have a Hitmonchan in the back. And this is why it's amazing having a couple of Pokemon that can resist fighting in this Fighting Cup here. So yeah, looking great here. Hakamo. Yeah, it's a little expensive. Well, it was expensive for me. Didn't really have like one that had a higher CP that I found in the wild. It was all just from hatching or a trade that was hatched itself. So yeah, I had to spend a good amount of, like, over 100,000 Stardust plus that secondary move. Like I said, you do not need that secondary move. I went for it a couple of times in some battles, but you know what I was thinking? I was thinking it was close combat, and I saw a brick break. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I freaking thinking? Next battle, we're met with Beware, and here you go, got something weak to fighting. Let's see what kind of strategy they're going to do here. So we're going to go for the Rock Blast. Not very effective here, but it doesn't really matter. They called it too, and Payback, Body Slam, or yeah, Body Slam they have. Well, Stomp is what it has. So they go for Payback, doing a lot of damage, bringing in Toxicroak to farm us down real quick. So since they do have energy built up, we're actually in a bad position here. Like we were discussing, if you lose the lead and you're able to just throw in a Pokemon and start farming up, or swap and start farming up, especially with a Toxicroak, you're going to be in a very good position here. So we kind of need to get rid of that thing, knowing there's a fighter in the back. Duh. Well, yeah, since there's a fighter in the back, the Toxicroak is out of the way here. Pretty much, we're going to be somewhat safe with our Toxicroak. Maybe we got a Primeape. Okay, we'll go ahead and swap right about now. Cross Chop, Ice Punch, Close Combat, none of that can take me out in one shot, so we're going to be okay here. They go Close Combat, lowering their stats, doing a lot of damage, and we farm down, and we will be able to hit this Mud Bomb and take the win up against their Toxicroak with our Toxicroak. Like I said, that is a very good closer, and pretty much one of my favorite Pokemon for sure. I have a shiny, but I'm just spending so much dust ridiculously. Next battle, another Pokemon weak to fighting. Let's see how this does work out for them here. Okay, we're just going to town. Just going to go for the Rock Blast because there's no point to lower our stats, and we get a shield anyways. We don't need to shield up anything. Foul Play. I'm thinking Acid Spray. Yeah, it was an Acid Spray. Exactly. Okay. All right. So since they're bringing in their Toxicroak, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Hakamo here because they got a little bit of an energy advantage over us. And our Toxicroak is going to be taking a lot of damage from the Mud Bomb. I know I'm using the shield here, but this is just going to be more comfortable anyways. They're letting it go. Down they go. And I do believe they actually back out here. Yep. And we take the win with the Hakamo. Let's get it, folks. Next battle. I think we're going to be leading with Heracross for the remainder here. And we're met with a Hakamo ourselves. All right, there you go, the featured Pokemon. Let's see what it can do up against our Heracross. Now, they're just in a great position here no matter what, because Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw are neutral, as opposed to our Rock Blast is not very effective. If I go for close combat, well, they're going to just farm me down even faster. So we're getting to another Rock Blast. Let's see if they want to use that shield here, and they let it go. So we won because we used the shield. So they have a Hakamo and a Hakamo-o on their team. They're going double dragon, taking it back to the old Sega Genesis days. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to bring in our own dragon. I'm starting to sweat, and we're able to take them down by farming. And oh boy, and they have a Heracross in the back, which Toxicroak, you already know, resists everything it has. So as long as we get in these Dragon Claws, we're going to be looking just fantastic. All right, we got both shields swapping into our Toxicroak. Now all we have to do is just get to the Sludge Bomb, and we're good to go here. They're not going to get to a double Mega Horn, or at least a close combat. And we get to our Sludge Bomb right at the nick of time. I do believe a Rock Blast would have been able to, yeah, Rock Blast would have done it there. So yeah, taking that win there, still looking good. Nice double dragon team. All right, next battle, we're met with another Hakamo. Okay, that sounds good to me here. Like we've seen already and we discussed, it's not particularly the best thing for you. It's not the worst in the world either. But hey, I'll take it here. So we're building up to essentially 2 Rock Blasts. Going to go for the first one here. And we're getting a shield. Getting to the next one. Very good. This is not going to KO, but it is going to do it pretty much close enough. With 1 more counter, 2 more counters, we take the win with about 1 or 2 HP. Perfection. Toxicroak is getting in a quick move before me, so I am going to go ahead and bring in the Hakamo because it is going to be able to outpace my Toxicroak, and the Mud Bomb is essentially going to one-shot your Toxicroaks. So we're going to go ahead and do this here, knowing that there's going to be a fighter in the back. We'll be able to handle it with our Toxicroak. We should be okay. And let's see here. I'm thinking, come on, survive a Mud Bomb. You got this. You got this. Oh, they go Dynamic Punch. Okay, so we're going to be able to farm down, and they immediately swap into their Heracross. We get to the Sludge Bomb. Don't know if this is going to be enough. It's going to be very close here. And we take them out almost. 1 more counter. We take them out. Very good. Down goes Toxicroak. Like I said, having that Toxicroak at the end will save you so many times. And there's another good set. I'm telling you, it's all about this Fighting Cup. Next one, we're going to be seeing a Farfetch'd, okay, with Fury Cutter. All right. Do believe this does have Brave Bird. Somewhere, somehow, it can hit you with that. I do believe it has that move. All right, so they shielded it up. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to call it. It's a Leaf Blade. Not very effective. Oh, boy. That's not very effective. Okay. Oh, we're going to shield this one up and try to go ahead and counter them down here. Got 1 shield out of them and energy coming out of this. This is just amazing. Going to go straight for the close combat, and they have a throw with Zen Headbutt. So that's going to be a pretty decent thing to have, seeing that, well, it's Zen Headbutt Psychic up against fighters. It's not going to be getting stabbed. The throw doesn't have the best attack. So it's not really, it's almost like just doing as much as a counter would do. So nothing against them or people using it, but I'm just thinking, just use a counter user. Every throw I went up against has been not too threatening, even with the Toxicroak. So we do get to the Dragon Claw, but we call the Power Punch and we're able to survive, getting to the Dragon Claw, swapping into our Toxicroak, and they back out. We take that win. Let's go. This team is just putting in that work. I love this thing. Hakamo this is the first time I've ever used it. Actually just made it today, like I said in the beginning. Next battle, we're met with a Hitmonchan, so we do have to look out for Fire Punch. That is going to basically one-shot us. And we're calling a Power Punch, which is just, ooh, it feels so good when you call those things. Let's get it. And we're getting a shield with our Rock Blast. And, well, we're just going to go ahead, I think, shield this up and farm them down and come out of this with energy. Despite it being a Power Punch, I did not care. We got a shield out of them. We get to the close combat, throwing it whatever it is. Let's see what it is going to be. Toxicroak still doing about 75% damage. Bringing in the Hakamo to farm down with Dragon Tail. We do not need to shield this up. That is a Mud Bomb way too early. And what is in the back? We got energy ready to go. A throw. There it is. Oh, how's this going to work? We got Toxicroak, extremely weak to Psychic because of the fighting and poison type, able to get to another Dragon Claw with the Hakamo, surviving those Zed Headbutts. Like I said, better off just using a counter user. It's unique. It's cool to use this finally in the Go Battle League, right? So I'm not going to try to turn it down or anything like that. I'm just giving you a little bit of a tip. Going for the Mud Bomb, and as you can see, the Zen Headbutt is putting in some decent damage. Better than a counter would be at that situation, right? So there is that because of the Pokemon that do resist fighting. So I guess I need to shut my mouth. Next battle, we're met with a Poliwrath. Okay. So Ice Punch, letting it go. Very nice. Scold would have done a decent amount of damage. But probably, I don't know. Who knows what move they have. So do we let this go or are we shielded it up? We're going to go ahead and shield this Ice Punch up. Already gotten a shield out of them. This not going to KO. A couple more counters. Maybe one more counter should do it. 1, 2, and down they go. Fantastic. Taking that win with it. A little bit of energy too. Bringing in Toxicroak. Getting to the close combat. Now again, one of these situations. Let's see if they let it go. Alright, they shielded up using their last shield. We could bring in our Toxicroak and try to outpace them. I was really deciding what I should do here, but we're just going to go ahead and bring in the Hakamo. I mean, we could take the Sludge Bomb, we could take the Mud Bomb, and we shield up the Mud Bomb anyways, and they're going to be retreating. And we threw a Dragon Claw on what? Primeape. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stay here. Because we know that they can't one-shot us with their Toxicroak, and it's so low, we don't need to worry about it. They're not going to get to 2 Mud Bombs. So we're going to go ahead and swap here, start building up our energy, and they're going to get to their Mud Bomb, which is going to be bringing us, should almost KO. Alright, we survived barely here, getting to the Mud Bomb and taking the win again, I'm telling you, with the Toxicroak in the end. Now, if the roles were replaced and swapped, say I put Toxicroak in the front and Heracross in the back, it would be like, oh, and Heracross is closing it again. Heracross is a good closer. So, again, the Pokemon in the front does have a lot of pressure for these battles. So we're met with a Machamp, which is great, although the Rock Slide is going to be doing a KO. Pretty much. It'll just KO us. At this point, I don't think they're going to go for a Rock Slide, but we're still going to shield it up because they do go for a Rock Slide and retreating into a Poliwrath. And since they've already used a shield, if they want to use 2 here, that'd be great. We're going to go close combat. They let it go, swapping into Toxicroak, and they bring in their own Toxicroak systematically here. See, a lot of these players know that if you have an energy advantage with Toxicroak, it's GG's for them. It's over, so they got to make sure they keep up to it, and see, once they know it's over, it's done. Good games. Thank you, Toxicroak. Moving it on to our next opponent. I do believe this is our 5-0 round here. So we're met with another Toxicroak here, and we're going to go ahead and just hang tight and have a little fun. I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to say that's going to be a Mud Bomb. Yeah, very good, very good. Still doing a decent amount of damage for not being very effective and or getting stabbed. Going for the Rock Blast, getting a shield from them ourselves here. And we get to another Rock Blast, which is not going to KO, but at least we're going to be bringing them down pretty low. And what we're going to do is bring in the... We can go Toxicroak and farm up here, but we're just going to bring in the Hakamo and farm up and shield up. I just feel like this thing is... I'm not going to say more threatening than Toxicroak, but with all this energy on it, it just becomes really nasty. So they're bringing in a Surf Fetch. We're going to go close combat. Or, see, there's that time. I even thought it was close combat. It's not, because it's freaking Brick Break garbage, and you don't need it. just Dragon Claw, and you're good. So we bring in Toxicroak, Sludge Bomb, the Machamp. We still have a shield left. I'm flexing right over here, hitting me with a Leaf Blade, and I let this go as well. We finish it off with the Hakamo, actually, and taking that win. All right, there you have it, folks, and that's the 5-0. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and there is a team for you. If you're looking to get some wins and rank up, well, this is the team that you're going to be wanting to use, because I can guarantee as long as you play it correctly, you're going to be rising up. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!